we are live here with the ROX mods. There is 10 cars currently lined up in the pit lane. Got two of them going inside of each other actually quite perfectly. Let's run this in Tier 100. Anyways, Group 1 in today's field with a brand new livery for group qualifying. Again, brand new ROX mods, brand new pretty much everything. But starting us off, we have the 30th Jackson Cook. The same group behind him, of course, the classic Mr. Monaco, switching to a V8 engine with number 7 American Ferrari machine. R15 taking over a rental, the blue number 15 car. This time 5-1 in Jake's car. Not Jake, we'll talk about that at another time. Not currently with us at the moment. Alex is going to be in the second qualifying group in the 95 car. 22 Asphalt Racer Braden, and 12 being driven by Drifting Pearl, who made their debut, I believe, over at Saugus last year. RBO Fan, which is Lisa's brother, joining his car. And in the same group, we also have the 20 being driven by Steve Waters, 59 being driven by Speed SR1, and then in the back of the field, we have Sentium Proto in the Pepsi car. That being said, I believe everyone is ready, so the lights are currently black. Watch them. Group 1, we are green. Group 2 can head up to staging here. Meanwhile, Group 1 out. We're going to reset the board, reset the times once they cross the line. 5 laps to figure everything out. I think that is good. R15 currently side by side with Jackson Cook, making the way down the back straight away into turns number 3 and 4 for the first lap out. Now that'll start finish line, and it's going to be a 15.631 to top the board. Still got 4 more laps to go though. Mr. Monaco gaining some space here. He's second on the board. He was looking very fast in the practice session. Has a purple sector 2. It's not going any faster this time around. We still got 3 more laps to go in Group 1. Of course, we have a 5-lap group qualifying going on. Another group coming up shortly after this one with some other pretty decent drivers out of the field. This time 5-1, short of anything better. However, Jackson Cook a 50.629. 2 more laps to go. Next time by, we'll be seeing the white flag. Now make the way through the front stretch. Lights on out, meaning there is 1 to go. And this time by will be the checker flag for qualifying Group 1. Jackson Cook with a 15.448 Canadian best that time. It's close for Mr. Monaco, not going to work. Okay, have you guys please migrate yourselves into the pit lane. Once everyone has done so, we're going to be prepped for group number 2. Again, that is Nicolaus, Braden, and then the 12 being driven by Drifting Crew, and I think they've all migrated, so watch the lights. Group number 2 is green. Looks like a good start there by Asphalt Racer Braden, the winner of yesterday's midget race. Tends to be pretty good at getting off the line. Has some pretty good reaction times, is something I'll give him. Nicolaus, another legendary driver, of course, a Season 2 champion. That was back when we were racing on UD still, however, very reputable and historic championship under his belt, and a couple of wins at the ROX mods too. I believe we've gone 1 lap down. Change our laps to 1. Now through 3 and 4, can anyone best that time? Asphalt Racer Braden so far the fastest in Group 2. However, Drifting Pro, rookie, in the Flaming 12 car took it over for the weekend after Bill Hunt's retirement. Setting some pretty good into the top 3 so far. Nicolaus also looking fast. Two more laps to go for Group number 2 as they make their way down the back straightaway. Nicolaus gaining a little bit of ground here. Green sector 1, and also a green sector for pretty much everyone on this lap. White flag in the air, the lights go out black. Just your current indication of 1 to go. That should be treated like a white flag. So make their way now through 3 and 4 into the checkers. Drifting Pro gets to keep his third. Best two very high caliber drivers. Yesterday's winner as well as a champion. So that's a pretty good start to what's mostly a debut race. Up next in the field, we have group number 4. Again, we have our RBO fan, Ace's brother, the 20 of Stephen Waters, Speedator 1, and the 57 Pepsi car. Watch the lights. Green flag goes out for the final group of the day. Green flag's out. And the pro's going to get off a little bit slowly, but these are some of the drivers that seemingly have had a couple of issues in practice. However, Speedator 1 looked pretty quick actually. Had, I believe, a top 4 time or somewhere up there. And he's got a purple sector 1. I think it went wide, but we'll see as these laps develop into it. Turn 4, Speedy leading off group 3, and he'll move up to the 9th place spot. Ace's brother, RBO fan, moves it to 8th place spot. Purple sector for them, but it looks like they're having a couple of issues. He's locked himself into the race list. Speedator 1 in the 8th place spot, passes them. I believe this is lap 2, if I recall correctly. Sector 1, Speedator 1, Green Sector 2, they make their way out of the final turn. Not an improved lap time, they still have 2 more laps to best themselves. Now through 3 and 4, Speedator 1. The white flag in the air, lights on the track going black. And Steve Waters beats his teammate. Speedator 1 out, turn 4, the checkered flag coming out. Sorry, that's meant to be checkered. Alright, if Group 3 can please head to the pit lane, we are going to do a 5-minute intervention. You guys can take your time. If you guys want to help me, you can help by lining up at the end of the pit lane. And then we'll eventually move to the front stretch. Let's see, our position so far, should there be nobody else racing, we have Jackson Cook in the pole position. Mr. Monaco in 2nd place. Again, a complete rookie to the series, Drifting Pro. Having a podium starting position is not a bad way to start off. So is Braden to the ROX mods, although he did make an entry at South Bend, I believe a year or 2 back. Starts off in the 2nd row, but beating the Season 2 champion of Nikolalitz. That was when we had only 1 class per year. East Time 5-1. I don't know if he's going to start this one. I believe he's going to help host this. Qualified sits. 7th place R15, but he'll be moving up to 6th place. So again, ignore East. He'll get a DNS point though. So starting on the outside of the 3rd row is going to be R15 Wazad. Now to the next row behind that, we have Steve Waters on the inside, row 4. To the outside is teammate Speedator 1. Now to the back row, row 5, you have RBO fan on the inside, and 1 Team Proto to the outside. The whole field within a half second of each other. I mean, I don't really think I'm too surprised on a track like this. It's a pretty generally basic track to get, so it comes to no surprise to me at all. Once that happens, you guys will be lining up double file on the front stretch. Just need your 5 rows. You'll be lining up. The left lane will be on the far left line. The right lane would be on the far right line, and then we'll just do this by row. Should be pretty basic. There's also going to be double file restarts if we could get it to work. It did work in the past. It did work on our test race. It worked okay in the midgets. We'll see how it works today with the 10-car field. Which, by the way, I'm very happy that, despite all the issues we've had in the past, of course, some drama within the league, it's a very, very good thing that you drivers have come out today to make it still a very great field. And as a side effect of this, we're going to have a unexpected winner. Of course, we were without the big 4 drivers that ran the series last year. That was Guillermo FX2, Gilhan 131, Arisnetta, and Twin. Twin announcing his retirement, and the other drivers having their own reasons for leaving the server. Not gonna go into details on that one. Anyways, yeah, pretty much at this point. But we have something to announce for GTI. It's gonna come up this weekend, so just stick around. There's something that will be announced. So, about 2 minutes left before qualifying is officially over. This is just a cooldown period. If you guys need to grab something to snack on, or water, or might be a little bit faster, but maybe had to use the restroom. Probably get away with it. Quick. But yeah.
Can we get your pre-race predictions?
My pre-race predictions. This is going to be a very interesting race here between Jackson Cook and Mr. Monaco. The other guys, if they could hold up together, they might be able to develop a groove. Nicolas, of course, one of those drivers, has won in the past. In fact, I believe there's only 2 drivers in this field that have won a race before in the ROX mod category. That is Jackson Cook and Nico. I think Nico only has like 2, maybe 3 wins at most in the ROX mod. Jackson Cook with the, I believe only 1 in the Hoosier Street Course Global thing. One very interesting race. So, I don't know, there's a couple new faces that are, of course, very welcome here. So, it looks like well, if you want to do pace car driving, I could trust you for that. Your pace speed is going to be 60. It's going to be like roughly 60. Please don't like just redline at 60. Just try to go a little bit above 60. Inside's going to be doing 60. You already qualified for last, so you'll be in row 5 on the outside. Yeah, no heats. We just get straight to the deal. And I believe qualifying is just about done, so it's a little bit too late for anyone else. If you guys could head to the start-finish line. If you qualified odd, you'll be on the far left line. If you qualified even, you'll be on the far right lines. We're going to be doing it by row. Again, your order is as follows. Row 1 on the inside is Jackson Cook. To the outside is going to be Mr. Monaco. So you're going to choose those lines. You're going to be on the far side of them. So, Jackson Cook to here. Just line the center of your car up on the lines. Yeah, and then line up by row. So, Drifting Pro, you're going to be over here. The outside is going to be Braden. So Braden is going to be over here. So Braden, you see where I'm hopping up? Yep. Make sure to line the center of your car on it, so try not to go too far forwards because these things will lag a lot when we get going. Guys, if you can line the center of your car up on the line, a little bit back. So you guys are going to be lining up on the rows. The reason we're going to do this is because once we get going, it'll be fine, but the initial start does come with a lot of lag. We're going to have R15 move up to 6th place whenever he comes here. I can see where R15 is gone. Let's see, in game. He has left the game, so let me see if there's any DMs or anything. See it ping. Oh no, that was for the midget race, Braden. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We need Drifting Pro to line the center of the car up on the line. Once you guys do so, please turn your engine off and hop out. I'm playing the American Anthem. So with R15 out, that means the next person up is going to be Steve Waters. But Steve is not with us, so that means that the next person up will be Speedy XR1. So Speedy, if you can come up here. Just line your car up on the center like this. Thank you. Next up, we will have RBO fan to here, and then that's for so. When you guys are lined up, you guys are going to turn your engines off. I'm going to do it for you guys if you can check everyone. And that would be the F button. I know some of you guys are on console or otherwise unable to. So, Careful about the smites, by the way, East. I don't know if we can have collide issues or not. If it does happen, we're going to have to shut down. Which would be a little bit inconvenient. I don't think we have collide issues. Alright. Hop out, Chloe. Or, RBO. Please. I think there's... Alright, we're going to clear off the extra cars from the pit lane. That should help you guys with lag issues. And if you guys still have lag and you aren't aware, there is a optimizing configuration GUI to your top left. You can open that out. And you can use that to remove things that are in-game. There's the trees, some of the buildings, most of the heavy lag. The buildings themselves actually don't create that much lag, but there's a couple of other small things that do cause lag. The lights, in particular, are pretty high try, so that's the main focus, and the trees. So, just gonna work on all the cars. We'll also be doing 10 pace laps, because I think this being the first race in a while, we are going to need it. I'm going to move Steve's car up to the pit lane exit and teleport him. Come back before lap 10, he can race. Back. That should be that. I think we are good. So, just being 100 laps. Let's get that set up. Sorry for this taking so long, folks. Once we get going, we'll be going pretty good. So, if you guys could take off your imaginary hats, or ones you have in real life if you really choose to, we will be doing the national anthem very shortly. Alright, it's ready. Sorry, folks. It's gonna be loud, by the way. Alright, drivers, start your engines. From the back to the front, we have got 8 cars to start us off. From the back into the 57 Pepsi car, that is 1TM Proto. On row 4 on the inside, the 951 machine being taken over by East 951's brother, RBO fan. And the 59 machine in NH Motorsports. We have Speedy at R1. To the inside in the 95 Polish Porsche, we have Nikolaus. Now to row 2, Braden Hamrick, the midget winner from yesterday. Taking with the 22 Craftsman machine. And the Flaming 12, we have Drifting Pro. The rookie starting up pretty high up. In the American Ferrari number 7 machine, we have Mr. Monaco. And again, for the second time in a row this weekend, Jackson Cook starts us off in pole. That being said, drivers, the yellow flag is out. Go when car to beat goes. The inside lane is going to be pacing at 60. The outside lane is going to have to keep up on the corners. The straight line pacing speed is going to be 60. Alright. Pace car, just move out of the way. Yeah, these guys have it. Can the pace car move into the pit lane? I need Brina Hammer to move up, or actually speed it to 1. Yeah, I do need Brina Hammer to move up though. We will be fixing laps, don't worry. There'll be a little bit of lag with the car. Again, requesting Brayden Hammer to move up. We do not have the OL in this class, it is the midgets. Please don't tire one drifting fan. We again are calling for drifting we're calling once again for Braden Hamrick to move up to the 4th place spot. One thing we also didn't mention, Steve Waters is also in the field. However, he needs to get going by lap 10 or else he will be a DNS. Going to be 1 point, however, that would be a shame. Another thing to mention that we are doing double file restarts, unless this pacing hinders that. They're looking okay. I know there's a little bit of black spikes in there, but so far so good. To remind you guys, we were using the old start system because it seems like a lot of people were really mad at coming to this race. So do not pass until you cross the start-finish line. We will make exceptions where they happen. You know, the speed gets one is in the field. He's kind of unfortunately known for having some rough starts. If row 3 can move up, and if the 12 car can also move up a little bit, we want to be kind of close to the bumper the car had to do. And now it is Braden's turn to lock in here.
If you jump on Speedy, it just straight up shouldn't count.
Yeah, but if they pass Nico, that's also... If you pass Nico, that might be a problem. But we do need speed to move up. We're doing pretty good on pacing though, for the most part. Just a couple issues there, a couple of straggling, but that's why I want to give us quite a few laps to get into it. These are new cars, the 1.5 cars are going to be a little bit laggier. Again, I need speed at R1 to move up. And if row 3 can move up, please, that'd be nice. Drifting fan, try to keep your motions a bit more fluid and stay in the lane. We got 2 more laps to go. Oh, that's my bag. Nice. Definitely just everyone. We're looking a little better. Looking a little better. We do need row 2 to move up. No one else to file in. Again, the closer we could get a start, the better. We don't want people that are sandbagging. It's not going to be a good thing for competition. These cars are not like the midgets. You don't gain an advantage by really doing that. So, 1 lap to go, by the way. Please lock in, drivers. Lock in. Speedy gets R1. Move up. Watch the lights. Outside rail up. Outside rail up. Yellow flag. That's going to be first strike for Drifting Pro. Drifting Pro foul to the rear of the field. So just drive. Just keep on driving. Almost at it. We are going to keep the order. Keep the second row open. Braden, please move up to the bumper of Mr. Monaco. Leave the second lane open. Guys. Watch the lights. Third row, move up, please. Green flag. Hard to tell what's going on there, but I think that could be a clean start, but it's hard to tell. Anyways, for the front, 3 cars going at it. A little bit of looseness, though, in the midfield. Black should kind of figure itself out, though, as we run through these laps. Board is clear. Okay, it's going to set fastest lap in the first lap. They're still going 3 wide for the lead. Braden Hamrick, Jackson Cook, and Mr. Monaco. Braden Hamrick's going to make a dive down the inside. It's not going to quite stick to anything. Jackson Cook going to run away with it. Again, Steve Waters has till lap 10 to rejoin the field. He's not back by then. That will be his race, unfortunately. He has had some time here. We'll see how much that affects things. Looks like Jackson Cook starting to run away with it, but the battle for second place side by side between Braden Hamrick and Mr. Monaco. The American Ferrari versus the Craftsman Victory Fuel Racing Energy Devil over there through the back straightaway. He's going to slightly outrun the 7. A really good exit by Braden Hamrick. Now Nikolai is falling into the 4th place spot, Montean Proto. He's not 5-1. You can watch the back markers in case anyone spins out. I do see that RBO fan is currently having a big race there with Drifting Pro. Alright. And it looks like we might be seeing a battle develop for the 4th place spot. Some sort of mistake there with Mr. Monaco. He's fallen back quite a bit. It was wide again. I think it's a bit of a lag spike from his internet. Run wide again. And from second all the way to battling out to survive for, I believe, the top 5 with the American Ferrari. And that actually is Speed XR1 currently in 5th place, potentially making a move for the 4th. Here he goes to the inside of Mr. Monaco, excuse me.
Caution.
Alright, well, we got the yellow flag, a race back happening right now. Jackson Cook at the lead of it, about to put RBO Fan a lap down. But he will not. Jackson Cook gets the race back. Second place is Braden Nikolowitz. Mr. Monaco, Speed XR1. Then it will be 1TM Proto, Drifting Pro, and then RBO Fan is going to be the first caution, I believe. That was him this one, right? Where he was?
Yeah.
Okay. So head up to the Porsche that's out there on the track. We're going to be single file for now. Once we have built up, we will be doing a choose lane rule. So for those that don't know, there is a marker there on the front stretch that has the SLCORA logo. How it works, once we call it, once everyone is completely fielded up, which we almost are, but we'll do an S lap. You either have to go to the left or right of it. It's like a choose cone. So just go, pass him. I don't know why he stopped there. Referee, just pull it in. These guys, like, from the bottom of my heart, they know what they're doing. If you guys could please line up in order, though. How this is going to work is that you either choose to start left or right lane, and you have to follow in. So why are we 3 wide for the second place spot? I think Mr. Monaco is back there a little bit. You're in 4th place. You're not going to double file yet. You're not going to double file. Did not call it yet. So again, we need you guys to follow up here to the front. Mr. Monaco, you were passing Nico. Nicolauds needs to move ahead. Okay. Now we're going to try it this time. Left or right lane. Make a choice. If you go through the center, you're going to go to the rear. And then follow in by your position. There's a late entry to the show, Steve Waters. You know what, Steve? I'll let you run. I'll let you run. So again, follow into your positions. Please stay behind the car that is ahead of you. It looks like we're having a lot of lag issues, so we're going to just roll with it for now. Outside row needs to move up. It'll fix itself as we run through things. Alright. Stay in your lane, please. Alright, so we're going to go green this time. Let's go black. Please lock in, folks. No tire weaving. God damn it, guys. Nico. Want you and Pro to move up. Green flag allowed to pass RBO. And Nico. That's okay. Really bad start by Nico. They go 3 wide in the midfield. Meanwhile, for the front, Braden Hamrick with a good jump off for the lead. Keep the lights on track to allow they are. Here's Jackson Cook attacking the rear bumper of the 22 Craftsman Devil. Way down the front straight into turn 1. This is now a lap 21 out of 100. Do a 3-strike system with the cause precautions. You are knocked out of the race. I think you guys should be good about that. Side by side for the lead. So we are having some rubber banding situations going on here. We're doing okay. The longer we're going, the more people spread out, a little bit better. And Jackson Cook takes the lead. No surprise there at all from the 38 machine. But here comes Asphalt Race. Here comes Braden with a bit of attack. It's not going to quite stick. Once again, Proto also with a good, solid 3rd place position so far. Been running a little bit more consistently. Well, if we look at the back cars for the 4th place, there's 3 cars going out. There's Speed at Turn 1 and 5th. Nicolauds. Nicolauds not going side by side with Speed at Turn 1. Mr. Marco in the 4th place position. It really does look like the 59 is really starting to establish itself. Now it's a completely new driver. I don't really know what it is about Speedy, but he's definitely off to a better start this year. There is a little bit of looseness off of Drift Pro. Yellow flags out. Race back happening right now. Here comes Jackson Cook. Side by side for the 2nd place position, but it's going to be the 22. Then it will be the Pepsi car we are going to review for the positions behind. So for now, please do line up single file. We are going to get your positions. We're also going to put the stream up on announcements for anyone that's interested in watching. I do apologize. Of course, this is on my Chinica. So, once you're Proto, please. You're good. You're actually good. But we do need Mr. Monaco to move up if he's not. Where is Mr. Monaco? Is he oh, he disconnected. Alright. So, did he have to pull off? So when, does anyone know real quickly what happened to Mr. Monaco? Did he pull off or, checking?
Where's his car?
It's on the pit lane. I don't know if somebody moved that for him though.
Oh, well then clear. No, we probably pulled off.
Alright. Let's get into order, guys. Steve Waters, you are still in the back, but you're going to get a lap back. got your lap back. So just line up in the back of the field, please, Steve. Let everyone by you. We need... So the Spinner's Drifting Pro, the 951 machine, please pass a Flaming 12 car. Then once we get that figured out, we can start to figure out what the line is. So we're still single file here, guys. There's no need to take a lane. Just stay behind the car that's ahead of you. Please don't tire warn. Braden, that's your warning. There's no penalty, but just please lock in. Keep our cleanup behind you. Alright, left or right lane, make your choice. And then file into your position. Left or right lane. I think Speedy was really the only guy to go to the inside. That's not right. What is Speedy doing? Alright. Referee, please pull off. These guys could pace without you. I genuinely mean that. You're kind of hindering it.
Bro, that's me. I'm doing 65. They're just not pacing right.
I know, but...
You're saying they can do it. They cannot. I'm watching it.
I know, but it's... You know. Alright, let's see what it was when you guys got to it. Alright, so Proto, you have to start on the outside. Why did you dive to the inside? You already made your choice. You are in the third place spot on the outside. You're behind Jackson Cook. I don't know why you moved yourself there. You passed the line. You did not go inside. You went after the point. You have to go outside. So you were behind Jackson Cook. Please do so, or you're going to be moved to the rear of the field. You are able to start on the... Let's see who else also down there. We have RBO Fan and Drifting Pro. Those are the only three cars I should see on the inside, which they are. Braden, you were behind them, so you were actually in 5th or 6th. So let them by. They were ahead of you in position on the start, or on the race back. I now need the outside row to move up, please. Okay. We're going to try to go green the next lap. I do need row 3 to move up. Please don't overtake the car that is ahead of you, but I do need the third row to move up. I need... 951 car, move up, please. Jim Proto. 951 car, move up, please. Your last request, watch the lights. Green flag, Braden, back off. That was a jump. Braden, give up the spot. That was in fact a jump. If you continue to do so, you can get email by the next caution. Actually speak, you know, I think I'm blind. Sorry, these cars are really laggy. It's hard to see what's going on. These cars look very similar. That's fine. Anyways, for the lead, surprisingly, Speedy gets our 1 in 2nd place. Battling out with Jackson Cook. He's going to run a wider line. Here comes once again Proto to make the move. Actually, it was actually Speed to jump that, so sorry, Braden. Force of habit. The cars look really similar. I was on edge, but Speed already lost the spot. It's fine. To no surprise, Jackson Cook taking the lead of the race. Pretty good fashion. Now Speed gets our 1, could be on for a second place finish. I think that might be one of his strongest finishes in his career. If we hold up to 1-2 Proto, who is coming in like a homing in missile. A little bit of history about Pepsi. I believe they did buy an arsenal of submarines. So, something of their nature. The referee's okay, but, you know. A little bit of a tap there for Speedetzer 1. That is going to make him lose that spot. We got a yellow flag. Race back now. Speedetzer Urs Jackson. 1-2 Proto. Speedetzer 1. Vlogs. P5 goes to the 12. RBO fan. And then Steve. The spinner was Braden, who could get his lap back. So Braden could get his lap back. Please, everyone go single file. Steve Waters can also get a lap back. Yeah, I know this. I might do a poll if we do a single file for in the future. We seem to be okay on starts, but yeah. Proto, if you could please move up to your spot. You are P2, I believe. Speedy, if you could let the Pepsi car get by you. Jeez, sorry. Crossfires are out next lap.
Can we switch the time to dark?
It's the skybox doesn't look very good at night. I'm gonna clear out Mr. Monica's car. As it'll have been lighting for nighttime. So that should help a little bit with.
Bro, what do you mean? It's got stadium lights.
Again, 1-2 Proto, move to your spot, you're getting moved to the rear. You're P2, this is your final warning. You do this again, you're gonna get to the rear of the field, so. Okay. Dude? Dudeski? Dude? Is your lag really that bad, dude? You know what? Yeah, for the sake of yourself and everyone else, please move to the rear of the field. Okay. So we'll be doing the choose lane next lap. So I don't, guys. We don't do choose lane until we're all filed up. We were not filed up. Please, I will let you guys know when you guys go double file. Do not jump to that conclusion yet. Okay. 1-2 Proto, move to the rear of the field. This is your last warning. You visibly are pinging. We also need Speedetzer 1 to stay behind Jackson Cook. If we cannot pace, we're gonna have problems. Okay. So this time by, we're going to do a choose lane. So let's focus. So left or right lane. This time it's for real. Once you choose a lane, you have to commit to it. There's no takesy backsies. Just trying to figure it out. And Speedetzer 1 is going to start technically from first. We do need Speedy to move up a little bit. Inside row to move up. So we'll be going green in the next lap. We do need 1-2 Proto to please move up. You are visibly like half a track behind. So we're going to try to go green this lap. Proto's lag is not speedy. Stay in your lane. Watch the lights. Green flag, not a passenger go. Braden, come on, dude. Braden. Okay. That's fine. Anyways, for the lead, still between Jackson Cook and Speedetzer 1, a little bit of side-by-side action there. They're deliberately now returning to 1 and 2. And Jackson Cook is going to take back the lead. However, Speedex are 1 with a solid P2. Nikolai is going to take over the 3rd place spot. Drifting Pro has spawned out for the 2nd time. Yellow flag is out again. Race back happening. We're going to watch it from here. And it looks to be Jackson Cook, Speedex are 1. Nikolai, Asshole Racer Braden. Once again, Proto, RBO fan. Steve Waters, you get a lap back. And your spinners, Drifting Pro, you get your lap back. You'll be restarting from the back of the field, but ahead of Steve Waters, of course, because he is kind of constant caution, or because he's a lap car. Can you please merge back to our positions and stay in them? It's not that hard to stay behind the car that's ahead of you. Just hold a consistent pace. I know that there's a good bit of lag, but Braden, come on. Again, I will let you guys know when you have to choose left or right lane. There's no double file until then. Please don't do that because that just makes it long for us till we go green. Right. Proto, please move up. Alright, left or right lane. I think we almost look good. Again, Drifting Pro, stay behind the car that is ahead of you. And the whole inside goes up. Proto, you chose outside, you stay outside. Again, that is how it works. There's no takes it backsies. Once you pass the commitment point, you are outside or inside. There's no, oh, I want to start inside. Again, that's not how this works. So. Alright. Gods, please move up. We'll be going green in the next lap. We do need Munchie Pro to move up. Second row, please move up. A lot of lag there from our leader, Jackson Cook, but we are good. Watch the lights. Green flag. Clean start. And Speedex 1 is off the line, a little bit ahead of Jackson Cook, but overall pretty good start. Here's Jackson Cook now running side by side for the lead. Meanwhile, Nikolai and Braden Hammer going at it. So, side by side for the lead between the 59 of Speedex R1 and the 38 of Jackson Cook. Some incredible racing that I don't think anyone is expecting this coming to the season. He's going to lose it off the line. However, here is Jackson Cook back at the lead. Meanwhile, for the 3rd place spot, Nikolai side by side with Braden Hammer. I'd like to mention that Drifting Pro is unfortunately on his final strike, so if he does spin out again, that will be his night. Try to be careful if you can. Three-way battle for the 2nd place spot. Speedex R1 at the helm of it. Nikolai's going to make the dive bomb and clears him through turn 4. Here's Braden Hamrick. Nearly 3 wide there to turn number 1. Now down the back straightaway. This time by will be seen 30 laps to go. Looseness there out of Speedex R1, however, a good recovery. Meanwhile, a crossover move for the 2nd place spot between Nikolai and Braden. And a lot of lag continue on here. Could be my computer. Mailing it. Doesn't sound like that overnight. Looks like Nikolai could be closing in on the 38 car little by little. He's closed down a gap about just under a second. We'll see as these laps clock down. I want to remind you guys, One Team Proto's been the fastest car on track, so It's not really a matter of lap times here. It seems to be a matter of consistency. Maybe Nikolai's could have that consistency. He's starting to clock down fraction of a second by fraction of a second. And they set about the same lap time there. It's going to dip a little bit below the apron. Meanwhile, Jackson running about a car width above. See how that makes things run. Here's RBO fan making his way down the front stretch into turn 1. Might end up being around the car soon. Nikolai's definitely clocking down laps, closing in little by little. Could we be seeing the 95 make a move late in the race? I want to remind you guys, the two people in the front of the field are both previous winners in the ROX mod category. This is not unfamiliar territory. Now down the back straightaway to 3 and 4. Braden's going to slap the wall a little bit. And it looks like Jackson is starting to lock in. He's closing in, focusing on the lap car and how to get by him. There's a very slowly moving 12 car. I think that was a lag spike. It was. RBO fan runs up to the safety barrier and gets passed by your leader. And he's definitely, yeah, Jackson definitely clocking down laps little by little, but I think that might have been a bit of a rough lap for him. 20 laps to go once across the start-finish line. And he's over a second ahead now of Nico. Both of them now have an open track to themselves. There's Drifting Fan now. Potentially could have locked down. We see that is 1TM Proto. Let's switch over to that one. 1TM Proto and Speedator 1. Battling out for the top 5. Again, Speedator 1 probably has this. This has got to be his statistically best race he's ever had in the ROX mods. Might not be finishing the way he wanted it from the start, but coming humbly, this has definitely been his day. With a couple shots to take the lead, and he did. It's not a bad day by any short of stretching means. Let's see how he's doing. They still run side by side for the 5th place spot. Turns 3 and 4. Got a lag spike. Still side by side between Speedy and 1TM Proto. Actually, gotta keep on mistaking these two cars. That's Braden and 1TM now. Sorry, it's very easy to mistake these two cars. Red bar both of them. Jackson Cook currently about to put Steve Waters another lap down. Try to race lightly. And late show to the event. That's the gap between Nikolai and Jackson, about a second and a half now. So Jackson just clocking down laps. He's just trying to get it figured out. It's really just going to take something bad for him to change. And there is Braden still side by side. That is the 3rd place battle going on. Looks like 1TM Pro moves back up to the top 3. Run down low to the apron. Get out of the way. See 10 laps to go this time. Actually, this time. So we're gonna apply the back time. But I'm pretty rusty with this hosting stuff. I haven't done it in about 3.5 months. It started P3, but it's been a bit of a tough race to just want to finish at this point. So we are now under 10 laps to go. A 2-second gap between 1st and 2nd place. So far, Jackson Cook on route to finish in domination. However, Nikolai, don't count him out. If there's any late race restart, that could be a turnaround. A very major turnaround point for these guys. Clocking down the lap, so kind of at that point of the race where the field just kind of spreads out to everyone's own little piece zone. Yeah, I think the closest thing between position is between Braden and Speedy at R1. That is for the 4th place spot.
Yellow.
Yep, yellow flag's out. Yellow flag's out. Race back is Jackson Cook. 2nd place going to be Nico Louts. There goes to 1 Team Proto. Drift and Proto, you get your lap back. 4th place goes to Braden, and 5th place goes to Speed at R1. Lap cars get their lap back.
Green, white, checkered.
Well, this could be a green, white checker situation, that's for sure. Double file. This could get interesting. This is the first time I think we've ever seen a green, white checkered with that style of pacing. But as it looks, it might take too long of time to get this one figured out, so if you guys could stay in your positions, please. Guys, 1 Team Proto, that's not. That was a lap car. He was unlapping himself. You can unlap himself. Just bring back to your positions, guys. 1 Team Proto was P3. Braden is P4, and Speed is P5. It's going to be a close finish. 1 Team Proto, you were behind Nico Louts. Braden, you were behind the Pepsi car. So please merge into your positions. The sooner we can do this, the sooner we're good. We do not go double file until I say so. Okay? Just stay behind the car that's ahead of you. Wait for them to finish. So, again, Proto, you are behind Nico. It visibly shows your head. I do need Nico to kind of hold a little. Doesn't hurt to be spread out, guys. Talking mostly about the midfield here. Okay. So next time by, we will be doing inside or outside. The spinner was RBO. So RBO, you're in the back of the field. So again, inside or outside. Speedy, don't jump to conclusion. Stay behind Braden. And merge up. So RBO is going to move up. Oh, they go around. Is that his second or last strike?
I don't know. I think it was his second, but you can DNF him if you want.
He already's pulling in. So.
Pulling off.
Yeah.
Self-policing issue.
Yeah. We need Brandon to move up, please. Fill it in. Looks like outside was definitely the lane to choose. A lot of those guys just stuck on the inside. That could cost them. So we are going to go green on lap 102, so this time my light's going to go out. We're going to need 1 Team Pro to move up a little bit. Same for Braden. Move up there, guys. Move up there, guys. Or else we'll be allowed to be passed. Okay. Proto. Watch the lights. Green flag. Clean start, and now for the lead. Nico out side by side with Jackson Cook. There is a couple other mix-ups here too. But Jackson Cook running side by side now through 3 and 4. The white flag coming out into the air. Jackson Cook steals the win, potentially, if he could hold himself together. Here's Nico Louts with a good run down the inside to make the way down the back straightaway. Jackson Cook still holding out, but here is a desperate move by 1 Team Proto. Your race winner, Jackson Cook. Watching the rest of the positions down the board, everyone can move to the pit lane except for Jackson Cook. You can do celebratory donuts. Please move to the pit lane though for our race winner. And there is Jackson Cook making his way down off of 4 into the front straightaway. Fantastic way to finish this race. He had a tough race yesterday, but he comes up on top today. to take advantage of the 850 horsepower ROX months. By the way, folks, stick around if you want to be interviewed. We will be trying to interview every single driver that stays. And there's one team proto trying to hit the donuts. Now Jackson Cook driving around backwards through the track. Is he going to go to the pit lane, or is he going to do a Polish victory lap? I think he might be going for a Polish victory lap. That is so. Jackson Cook making his way down through turn number 1. Taking right turn instead of left. Give it out to Jackson Cook for winning the season opener here at Arcadia Speedway. Absolutely making up for the terrible stuff that happened yesterday, but again, a very good job. And he's going to knock it down to the wall. So once you are ready, by the way, Jackson, we got a victory lane off of turn 2. Bring it out. So that concludes race 1. We got a lot more coming up, by the way, folks. I know some of you guys won't like this, but we will be doing the Daytona backstretch next week. We will announce why that is in the next day or two. What I will say is that this is going to be some pretty good news overall coming up after this, so don't be too worried. We're not losing any races, it's just some things are going to be moved around to make things a little bit better. So here comes Jackson Cook heading towards victory lane. Let me see if I can insert. That's the stream link. Let me see if I could insert some flags. I'll give you a checkered flag here, Jackson. Again, if you guys want to be interviewed, stick around. We are going to try to get everyone that stays. Here we go. Oop. I'll wait for you to hop out here. Alright, so give it out to Jackson Cook for winning at the season opener at Arcadia Speedway. I know that this was a very interesting race, a lot of interesting starts going on. However, had a great battle for the finish, had a lot of domination today as well. Had a battle with Speedy even at some points. However, of course, coming up to win today's race, what happened that got you to this point, Jackson?
A lot of practice. Determination after yesterday's events. Yeah, I feel good. I feel like I very well deserved this win, and it didn't go out in an absolute shit show. GG's to everybody else that I competed with. Nico, you was scary as hell. They all ran a good race. Some people, they need more practice so they don't spin out a lot. And hopefully they have their graphics all the way down. Cause I don't like yellows. I hate running under yellow. It's not fun.
Very true.
Yeah, second ROX. Second ROX mod victory. I've always wanted to win at this track. I felt like I was in a good position last year, but Twin was just too fast. But just had to wait another year, and here we are in victory lane.
It's pretty awesome there, Jackson Cook. Now, want to also mention this is the first time running the 1.5 cars. They got 200 newtons of horsepower. How difficult do you think they are compared to last year's car, if at all? Or how do you think they are?
A lot of people might find them a lot harder to drive, but I find them a lot easier because I've been running 1.5 H chassis for the entirety of my H chassis career, basically. Or at least that's the one that I've been most successful in. I haven't been that good in 1.4 or any other version of H chassis, but 1.5 is kind of the place, the type of H chassis where I can just get out there and win. That's why I was using that to my advantage yesterday. and today.
All right. Well, congratulations on coming up and pretty much nearly dominating the race. Of course, the double file start kind of deal has been done since the last race here in the Superstar race. Do you think that's a system you look forward to in the coming races?
I have no idea. Anything could happen. Even though 1.5 is kind of my place where I do pretty well in, and fit well, dominate, at least on the ovals. Road courses still haven't been my thing ever, basically, even though my first win was on a road course. But road courses are just not my thing. Ovals, I guarantee you I could probably get more wins this season when we do the ovals, like South Bend, Plymouth, because I did win a lot of races at Plymouth last year. Maybe if these things go to Berlin, it's not decided yet, but they could, just in case, like for an emergency track. Since I know that track basically better than anybody because I've taken so many laps around it, I could win one there if we decide to go there, but I see a pretty good season lying in front of us. I think it's going to be fun.
That's great to hear, Jackson Cook. Is there any other closing words before we move on to the second place driver?
GG's Nico put up one hell of a fight. May have not been up there all the time, but on that final restart, definitely scared the shit out of me, but GG's.
All right. Thank you there, Jackson Cook. Again, an awesome job today. Hopefully we'll see you coming up in victory lane next week at Daytona. There's a lot more races, of course, coming up this weekend. The dirt track tomorrow with Stock I-4 and All-American Stock Car Championship. That'll be at 10 and 12 p.m. USPST. And of course, on Sunday when we do the Formula Micros and Super Meets, we might see Shuffle coming around for something like that. We're gonna see the order from here on. I know that Nico, I believe, got second place, but there's a couple other people I just kind of need to get to. So I think that was okay. So that was in fact Nico that got second. Once again, Proto in the third place spot. So Nico Out's here with a very solid P2. You were just almost in position to take it at the final restart, of course, being a double file restart system. Definitely might have come to play. However, do you think that you could have wound more laps in and had another chance to potentially come up on top? Or anything else you want to say really about that?
Yeah, maybe if I got some more practice, I could have maybe gotten a better exit other than them last two turns there, but no, I really just came in to have a little bit of fun. I tired, I was bored, so I said, fuck it, you know what, a little race, why the hell not? I feeling competitive. Did not expect to get second, very happy in the position I got. Hell of a fight from Jack, very well done, man. Congrats on Speedy for getting top 5. It was a big achievement for you, dude, so good job on that. From now, I had a good race. I think I did well for, not really racing too much anymore. And I had fun. Yeah, honestly, these cars ain't too off bad. At least on this track.
That's great to hear. Yeah, we'll figure out how they drive on road courses soon enough. But that was a pretty awesome show you put up today. Again, one of the veteran drivers in SLC has been racing since I've been racing in SLC. So gotta give it out to the veterans of SLC. I think you're really the only person that's been around that's still staying around doing that shit. So
yeah.
So pretty glad to see you.
As an old cripple man.
No, shut the fuck up.
No, the old man is going to go. Nah, dead ass. I'm not even joking. I fucking fell and hurt my fucking waist earlier today by trying to do a kick. It didn't work too well, so yeah, this old man's not gonna go to fucking sleep now. Alright.
Okay. Thank you there, Nico. Always good to see you around. Hopefully you turn up again someday whenever you feel like it. So, genuinely appreciate you being out here, so Thanks. All right, so we're gonna move on. I believe one team Proto left. However, they will be taking home a podium finish. Behind that is Asphalt Racer Braden, and then behind that, we'll be reviewing it. Yeah, so it was Braden that finished P4. So a very solid P4 finish by Braden. Had a couple shots at the lead. A lot of people did today. However, just a pretty alrightish finish. Of course, this being the ROX mod is one of the more competitive classes. What can you expect, you know? Still not a bad way to finish off your, I believe, first finished ROX mod race. So, how'd it go for you today, Braden?
It was alright. Driver made some mistakes and had to come from the back, even though on the one restart I was behind 38 with the choose, and somehow I got sent back 3 spots, which I kind of was not too happy about, but somehow still came out with the 4th. And last night was good, winning the midgets after a sketchy call and a restart. But congrats to Jackson. We'll see what we got next week at Daytona.
Alright, well that's great to hear. Hopefully next week can yield a better result. Still had a great win this weekend. Hopefully we'll see you either now or then. But still glad to see you coming to see how SLC can provide for you. So genuinely happy to see you here, Braden. Thanks for coming around anyways. So I know that this was just a pretty average-ish finish for you, but there will definitely be better ones coming up. So, thank you there, Braden.
Yep.
Next down the line is going to be a bit Collie. Of course, Drift Pro and Speedy were. If I was to go based off of the moment of crossing the line, it looked like Speedy had the lag spike. However, I'm not going to. I'm obviously going to be the better host about it. So, Speedy does get P5. Because he was ahead both before and after the line, and then there's like a split second, like where is it? So if someone has to argue that, I would argue that he was ahead after the line and then before the line, so that pretty much the moments before and had like a little bit of a lag spike. So you can tell pretty clearly that he did cross 5th place. However, a very close finish there. A great battle for the top 5, but you do come up at top 5. You probably had one of the most upward battles today. Qualified in the last group and had a bit of a iffy-ish start. Did qualify your teammate, I believe, or I think your teammate, I think it did not qualify you, but not by a lot. Did not manage to do better than one team Proto and a couple of other drivers, and then at one point you really seemed to take advantage of the choose lane rule, managed to get all the way up to 2nd place, even had a couple battles for the lead. However, I want to hear from the man himself, so here we have Speed at Turn 1. So really, I think one of your most competitive days you've ever had in the ROX mods, despite the top 5 result, which is again a pretty solid one, mentioning that it was still a lot of people that finished. So you're still very much so competitive. But what happened today for you, Speed?
Oh my god, have you ever seen me smile ear to ear, bro? Oh my god. This was a difficult challenge, and I can't believe I managed to finish this race.
Not only managed to finish, like you were battling for the lead at certain points.
Yeah, I led 3 laps today. We led 3 laps today. Hey, that's improvement.
Yeah, that's a very strong start to the season. Of course, last year there were some people that were questioning if you should even be racing in a series like this. However, you definitely showed today, fuck you to anyone in regards to anyone that says such a thing. Having just such a strong performance today, just a little bit slow, not slow, definitely not slow today. A little bit of a slip out towards the end, but just you prove that you could get there to the front of the field. So coming into next week, do you think that you could yield a result that might be potentially even stronger?
Yeah, the short track, as Daytona's been, we are prepared.
So Speedettes are one.
We are prepared.
Speedettes are one seemingly locked in for Season 8. And potentially, call me crazy, I actually think Speedy actually might have a shot of winning a couple races this year if he keeps this up. I mean that very honestly, like that was a pretty good show. You just gotta be in the right place at the right time, and you might be a bit of a threat. So, honest to God, good job, Speedettes are one. Hopefully we'll see you coming up in victory lane one of these days. Of course, we got a lot more races coming this weekend. So, that's pretty awesome. Now, we'll be talking to your teammate here, Steve Waters, who came a little bit late to the show. However, this is just another one of those races just to fill it in, kind of just get through. However, looking at your laps, you were not looking that off at all. You were actually 7th in lap time. Could have potentially beaten Drifting Pro and RBO Fan. I would think so. So, that being said, Turbo, I know today's probably not a race you want to just talk about. It's just kind of another one of those points races. We got a lot more races coming up this weekend, and you think that you might have the pace to continue to push on.
Yeah, I'd say that was actually the one thing that I at least got to finish out. Congratulations to Jackson Cook on his win, and I'm very proud of him on that one. And Speedy for being as fast as he can and being locked into the Season 8, though. On my end, and for me staying in the pool at the Break Energy, which is kind of does basically the NOS energy drinks spin-off or parody. Anyhow, yeah, it was a race I got to finish out, and I'm actually happy that I got to finish out that race. I'm not happy about being 13 laps down, which hopefully that can change. Which I'm pretty much doubting it, but yeah.
Well, hopefully as long as your schedule doesn't get too messed up. That being said, not a bad performance at all. At least you finished a race. There was a couple drivers today that most definitely did not finish it. So, you got to finish them if you want to do well in the championship anyways. So, just getting in there and crossing the checkered flag is really all you want to do today, I think, as your goal, and you definitely got that done. So, on to the next race. Hopefully things will go better for you. And I know you didn't really look like you did that bad in qualifying, so it's not going to be a pace issue at all for you. So, thank you for turning out. Thank you for finishing anyways. And I'm glad you came. Alright. So that is going to be it for interviews. I would like to thank Repri and East 951 for helping me spot cars that potentially spun out. This is Arcadia Speedway, and this is the ROX Mod Championship, the first race of Season 8. This is not the 8th ROX Mod Championship, actually, believe it or not, but overall for SLC, this is the 8th kind of like on season for us. So very glad to see the ROX mods back in action, and with the 1.5 package, they seem to drive really nicely. I haven't really heard anyone complain about the driving of the new cars, so that's a good start. So we're gonna try to make things better for the future. So go on, learn more. Of course, Arcadia is the perfect track to just figure out the basic issues of these cars. And looks like we're off to a pretty good start. Hey there, Jackson. So I'll get this trophy figured out for you. Thank you for coming by. And I'm glad that in my personal opinion, I feel like this is definitely your race to win. So, glad on you. So, on to the schedule for the weekend, folks. We have, of course, a lot more racing left. There's 4 races left. 2 tomorrow. They'll be both on the 1/6 mile dirt track you see over there off of turn 3. We'll be starting off 10 a.m. for a 30-lap race with the stock I4s. Remember, because of activity, pretty much anyone can hop in, do a little bit of practice, and you can race those. Same deal pretty much for ASC, although you kind of have to prove yourself a little bit more in those. They are pretty hard to drive. They're rear-wheel drive, it's a dirt track. You're going to have to turn right to go left. And you will have to you will have to do it with the stock i4s, but they're a little bit easier to drive in my personal opinion. So we'll be doing again a 3-lap stock i4 race at 10 a.m. and then All American Stock Car Championship. Those are FOTS bodies for those wondering. Will be at 12 p.m. USPST to close off the day with a 40-lap race. On Sunday, we get open wheel Formula cars back onto the racetrack. We'll be doing the Formula Micro Series at 12 p.m. US Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be for a 50-lap race, 10 laps longer than the midgets. And then 4 times the distance of that, at 2 p.m., we'll be doing the Super Indies to close off the weekend. That's right, folks, you're going to be seeing Indy cars racing at the half miles low banking speedway of Arcadia. Of course, we've seen them race on tracks as small as Richmond, and so far, when we saw them last year here, it put up a pretty good show. Hopefully, we'll get enough drivers to get something like that figured out. If you guys are interested, just let me know, and I can try to see what I could do. So, that'll be a 200-lap race. There will be pit stops. There will be a lot of interesting things, I think. The cars definitely have been improved a lot in drivability in comparison to the last season. We're going to also probably try to address the lag issues that they had. And yeah, we also want to remind you guys that we do also intend to run the Indy 500 with the Super Indies, and it will be the full 500. If we can, we'll try to see if we can figure it out draft. So that is the plan for the weekend. Again, if you want a short summary, firstly, fuck you. Secondly, again, Saturday, 10 a.m., Stock at 4, 12 p.m., American Stock Car Championship. And then Sunday at 12, we'll have the Formula Micros, which are baby Indy cars. And 2 p.m. we'll be doing the weekend closer with the Super Indies. Next weekend we're going to go to Daytona. The weekend after that we'll be going to Augusta. So thank you guys for turning out to make today the field that it was. I genuinely was disheartened coming into the season, but the more we do these races, the more I see that people do genuinely care and still want to race. So as long as people are still showing up, I'm still going to be running races. So, thank you guys for turning out for today. That is going to wrap it up for Friday. I'm going to set the dirt track up. It should be open in a couple of hours, hopefully. I already have the American stock cars kind of ready. We just need to get the stock i4s set up. So, thank you guys for watching. If anyone's watched, that's going to, again, wrap it up for today. And on to the next one.
Sigma.